Hey Familia, I haven't done a video in a while since my last video about Crossroads, but we're gonna do this video today and I'm gonna tell you something that you need to know. Did you know? Gosh, I hate to do these videos because I hate to tell the truth, but you need to know the truth. Literally, like the truth needs to be told. That every church that you go into, you think you're going into the front door, right? No, no, baby, no. You go into the back door. The front door is for the preacher. That's his house. That's his dwelling. You go into the back door, baby. Now, there's a song by the band called The Doors, and they sing The Backdoor Man. We know the lyrics. What is that, a church picnic? A lot of pork and beans, huh? A lot of pork and beans. Well, fiber from another animal, or protein, as they say, isn't the protein that you need, especially from pork. Actually, the pig is very divine. In Ohio, they fly. Yeah, we got flying pigs. Why is it that they fly? Because when you take upon their fruit, because everything is fruit, you just don't understand. You think fruit on a tree is fruit. Yeah, it is. But so is animals, and so are you. We're all from the divine fields of fruit, of knowledge. And the animals, when they go to a sanctuary, you know they live longer because they know that they're not going to be killed to be eaten, for their fruit to be eaten. So if you go to church, or if you've ever been to church, just know when you thought you were going in the front door, it's the back door. Or it's called the family door. You can look it up. You don't need me to tell you, look it up. It's very sad. And why is it sad? Why is the pork and beans bad? Why we have flying pigs in Ohio? See what happens when you eat meat cooked? You know, and you don't eat meat. Like if animals were out grazing in your field, you're not going to run out there and take a bite of it. No, you're not going to do that. Nobody's going to do that. But if there's a fruit tree out there, you're going to go out and pick a piece of fruit and you're going to eat it. And the seeds, and if you eat it by the tree, you're going to put the seeds back in the ground. Do you know, out of all the churches that I know of, or I do my research or my homework on, not one of them have an apple tree. But that's all they talk about, is the apple. Adam and Eve and the apple. Well, what's the apple? It's not your phone. It's far from your phone. That's just telecommunications. The apple is you. And what is the apple? That's your root chakra. Okay, look that up. It's the color of red. So when you eat that, you can't stay grounded properly. You're not in your right mind. You're going through somebody's back door via the church. And a lot of people go to church, but then a lot of people don't anymore. Why are they not going to church much anymore? Because you're feeling in your vibration of your cellular memory that is not of your highest divine fruit. It lingers. It's like a bad taste. Why is it a bad taste? Because you know a lot of the stuff the church has done. And if the church was good, they would be open 24 hours and their land would have abundance of food, abundance of fruit trees for all of us to take upon. But they don't. Actually, none of them do. They have glorious parking lots, shuttle buses, and a playground. The only thing good about a church, again, is a group. The group setting where like-minded people come together and they break bread. What is breaking bread? That is your voice speaking. That is your throat chakra. And when your throat chakra lights, it illuminates your divine essence. because you are the illuminated one. You walk in and out of the light. You are light walkers. And we're all spiritual beings, and spirituality doesn't come with deals, BOGOs, or churches. It comes with inner knowledge, inner knowing, intuition. And a lot of females have a lot of intuition. You know that with your children. You know it instantly when there's something wrong, when they're lying or whatever. You just know. It just is what it is. Okay? So remember that. If you're a church-going person and you think you're going in the front door, no, baby. You're going to go in the back door. And I'm not going to look up the lyrics to the band because actually a door is a gilded door. And that is in your energy field. And some of us have beautiful gilded doors. Well, we all do. It just depends on which one you can get in your higher mind. And that door will open and it'll be all gold and shiny and so beautiful. And it'll be a flood of elements come in. Water, air, fire. Water, air, fire. Gosh, I forget the elements again. Let me find it. It's like water, air, fire, and hold on. Earth. That's it. I didn't need to go far. It's your water, air, fire, and earth. That is your elements, okay? So I have these affirmation cards, and we're going to do from the angelic angels. Ooh, let's see what they have to say. Let's pick one. What feeds the mind does not feed the spirit. What feeds the spirit does not feed the mind. Let's say that again. What feeds your mind? So what's feeding your mind right now? Is it material things? What you have that someone else doesn't have? What somebody else looks like? What somebody else is doing? Is that feeding your mind? Because that does not feed your spirit. What feeds your spirit? Kindness. There is no shame. We don't shame nobody for nothing. And whatever you did in your past, you're in the present right now. Doesn't matter if this video you see a year from now, it is your present. So you feed your spirit with good stuff. And when a bad thought comes in, you say, no, that's not mine. That's not my spirit. That's my ego. That's the bullshit I placed upon me that does not belong to me. You let that go because you feed your spirit. And I'm going to help you feed your spirit right now. You are very beautiful. There is no shame. Nobody shames nobody. You're not shameful for nothing. Nothing you've done in any of your life. Don't you ever be ashamed of it. You say, I am thankful I did that, and I am thankful I learned from that. I don't speak bad about my neighbor. I don't speak bad about people. So what? Somebody's not doing something I'm doing. So what? Who cares? So what? Let that go. Because once you let everything go in your past and know there's no shame, you are no more shameful. You are without shame. And we have had shame placed upon us since the day we were born. Shame on you for doing that. Shame on you for doing this. Shame, 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 shame. No, there's no shame. So let's read that again. It says, what feeds the mind does not feed the spirit. What feeds the spirit does not feed the mind. So stop feeding your mind malice thoughts. Stop feeding your mind ego. Give me, I want, can I have, they got this, blah, blah, blah. No, you have abundant. There's abundant of fruit trees everywhere. All the trees are different colors. The grass radiates in different colors. The birds don't say programming words like trick or treat or Merry Christmas. Have you ever heard them? Have you ever just sat and listened to the mockingbirds? They'll mock, 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 mock. Trick or treat and Merry Christmas. Dumb shit. You just got to listen. You got to have ears to see. And I mean ears to see is in ears to listen. Okay? So let's feed our spirit. I am without shame. I am not ashamed of anything I've done in my life. I am in the present moment. And in this present moment, I love. We love so much, so unconditionally. Unconditional love like you have for your child, you have for your neighbor. Okay? And I hope you enjoy this message. And if anybody watches my video and you do go to church, you're going in the back door, not the front door. Okay? It's very creepy and weird, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Namaste.